2K, 4K, all
Hey,
that.
390 Twilight. But hot. Here we go. Ready. Black 18. Black 18. Red 20. Hot.
Officially live.
Down. Ready. White. 29. White.
Defense, and it gives you plenty of time to decide which hole you want to hit. Then, if the defense is going all out to stop the run, you also have two really good passing options, making this one of the best RPOs in the game.
And I want them to know when it comes to your passion to speak to anyone, when you get so much at a time where you start out doing something that you love and so much comes so quick when it comes to fame and
Ready. Black force. But hot. Ready. White 80. White 80.
about you being a that's them this all shit, but they don't mean to
headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Finds the tight end. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. The Golden Bears want to crank the tempo.
And it's hard to imagine a defense.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. In the gun, third down, Reed. Out wide right, it's Allen. He'll be stopped a couple of yards short. Needed to get it to the 35, and they'll spot it at the 33, and it'll bring up fourth down. Straight ahead, it's Allen. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. And the Golden Bears have their offense in high gear. Reed, they're all over him. Makes the catch at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a 62-yard pass for the score. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Caught behind the line. It's Matthews. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Right side, it's Wilson. Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. And the Red Raiders come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Here comes the Heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Tomlinson. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50 and now to be fourth down. Making the adjustment on the play. Needs it here on fourth down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Throwing Reed. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his man, it's Allen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Golden Bears want to pick up the tempo. Motion from the wide receiver. On third down, they're in the gun, it's Reed. Out wide left, it's Green. It's a running route. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Once he got some room, it was over.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver going in motion. Breaks into the open. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Intercepted in the deep.
Okay.
Cyclones ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Makes a move. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Quarterback changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Hard running there. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Rolls right. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And the Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a catch. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
Hey, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it 3rd and manageable and put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice 2nd down play.
Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. Out wide right, it's Tomlinson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Set to kick this one away.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Motion from the back. Lagway wants to throw. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That defender did not care that the running back was setting up behind him on a screen. He was just thinking one thing and one thing only. See ball, get ball. He did that.
Rush is on. They get to him as he throws.
Talking to coaches coming into this football game, he said he's got to keep his quarterback upright, got to protect him. If they give him time, he can do some damage. But so far, man, he's been hit early. He's been hit often. They've got to do a better job of protection up front.
Just got rid of that one.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Fourth down, Lagway. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Gators. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And, man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs in heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. From deep, it's Edwards. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Throwing, Lagway. Right side, it's Williams. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Just gets rid of that one.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Turns it upfield. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Throwing again, here's DJ Lagway. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. Flips the field in an instant. intercepted, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Here's Lagway to pass. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Sends it back in motion. These corners going to give them some space. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Second and long here. Still looking to his right. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, the quarterback had nowhere to go with it. The defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Lagway. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Lagway. Fires left. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cyclones! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's dropped.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick, it's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And they they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you.
He's going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Guys, look at this. Surprise, they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Follows his blocks. It's Jackson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the fullback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down.
Ready, move.
They'll go to the fullback. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. He got it. And the 3 ball locks us up as we get closer to the half.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. He's got it. There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Absolutely perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, you love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Edwards. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Flagway wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Wingo. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Lagway. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Throwing, Lagway. Look out! Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
3rd and long right here. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Breaks into the open. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Gators! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
The defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Deep in the end zone, it's Danzy. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Iowa State. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Wilson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
You know, nowadays so many people go for it on 4th down, so maybe it causes people to be more aggressive on 3rd down. You ain't going for it now. 3rd and long, and I bring the blitz, and I get home, no 4th down for you.
The Gators will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Trying to take it back. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's Lagway to pass. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
DJ Lagway to throw again. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, he wants it all. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Fourth down, Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. The Cyclones have their offense in high gear. Lagway. Looking left. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
DJ gonna fire again. That's reeled in, it's Allen. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Lagway from the gun on third down. Working the middle. Touchdown, Iowa State! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it back looking for help. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quickly complete. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Got to make the play on 4th. They're all over it. Intercepted.
I'll be going to the trash. Worst people.
It's in the game.
EA Sports is in the game. Woo! Let's go Rebels!
The Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Deep in the end zone, it's Wilson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Changing the play. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, gonna throw it. And the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Working the ground game. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
2nd and long here. Sellers. Throws to the tight end. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Third and long right here.
Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 up. Ready. Skate.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Bender.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Right back to the well. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Throwing Sellers. It's complete to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they picked up 32 yards on that drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Gators come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. On the run, it's Tomlinson. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked. But instead, I went with a 3 high, 2 low. Now, I know you two know each other. Just knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked.
on every single play or play.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Got it behind the line. It's Clark. Got him right there.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. He's got it. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. As we get a look at the numbers so far, they are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So now on comes the field goal unit. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Trying to beat the D deep. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. On the return, it's Wingo. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On the move, he fires. Out wide right, it's Reynolds. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Rush is on. Buried before he could blink.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Finds his big tight end.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a 1st down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Hits inside. It's Raymond. Dragged down after working his way. Those feet were pitter-pattering as he picked up 6.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Six-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. A designed run for the quarterback. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try it over the left side. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Miami! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People try to catch him. They didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Buying time to his right, and he'll just get rid of that one.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Left side is Wilson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires quickly. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Comes down, it's Reynolds. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw on first. Keeping his eyes downfield. Throws for the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Gators!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! They make the stop, but he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. Here's Sellers to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Trying to get rid of it.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Give to the fullback. Hard running there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Gators will boot it away to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They want to run it left here. There he goes. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense in press coverage. Sellers from the gun on third down. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice third down conversion by the quarterback.
See some running room. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Sellers fires left. Got a man. It's Reynolds. He's loose on the left. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. And the Canes in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Coming out with it, it's Wingo. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Bailey. He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Under pressure. Almost the D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You spread me out.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. They get to him as he throws. And they... The Gators will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Corners are walked up tight. Oh, pressure's coming. And they got him.
Man, that is exactly the opposite of what this offense talked about. They talked about staying ahead of the chains with us in meetings and making sure they stay on schedule. In the first play, not very good protection, a big loss, and now immediately, Palmer, in a predictable passing situation.
That is such a gut punch for the offense, especially the play caller, because you know it, David. He's already scripted the first 10 plays. They've been practicing those all week long. You take a sack on the opening play, it completely blows up your script. That's a great job by the defense, sending a very clear message. You got to block us, and right now you can't do it.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Trying to take it back. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Gonna run it. It's Tomlinson. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Straight ahead, it's Tomlinson. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Let's see what he can do with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Now they'll run it to the right here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's McCown. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Just barely got rid of it.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Swamped immediately.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They give it to him again. Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period.
Real bad. Man, it was a random team.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to slam it. Nowhere to go. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockett. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Out wide left, it's Wingo. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. North Texas, after that big play through the air, back to work. To throw, it's McCown. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Wingo.
Well, there's a great example of the receiver working back to his quarterback on the curl route against man coverage. He drives back towards the football, makes the catch, and gets the 1st down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Yeah,
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. They want to throw it. Caught.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Complete out of the backfield. They tried to let him work his magic, but he is stopped well short of the first down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Quick give. It's Raymond. Breaks into the open. The 40. At the 30. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Looking to get it in. He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
I'm taking that.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. And you'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stopped.
Shazam!
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to let it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Tells the run, wants to pass. got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. They'll need a bunch on second down. Takes the handoff, it's Raymond. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Trying to squeak through the pile. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Raymond. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere. They're able to make a big-time play.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, now and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
On 4th. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down, and they give it back up now to their offense.
Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Left side, it's Wingo. Off and running. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, North Texas.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Hauls it in. 9-yard pickup on the play. Is now 2nd and 1.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside, it's Raymond. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the ground, he's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And the Gators are in the hurry-up, making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Florida. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Throws to the wideout. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. As the offense gets ready to run out the clock, take the play clock all the way down to a fraction of a second. Do not give the defense a single millisecond.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Right side, it's Wingo.
Oh yeah, he just quit, I think. They are top 100.
I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Opposite, opposite.
On the ground, it's Tomlinson. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll ride him again. Got some green grass.